Welcome to the Living the Dream podcast with Curveball. If you believe, you can achieve. Welcome to the Living the Dream with Curveball podcast, a show where I interview guests that teach, motivate, and inspire. Today, I am joined by rising country singer, songwriter, B. Smith. B is straight out of the United Kingdom. We're going to be talking to her about her music and her career and what she's got coming up. So, B, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you start off by telling everybody a little bit about yourself?
So I'm B. I'm from England. I'm from a small town just outside of Preston, which is in Lancashire. And I've been singing for probably over 10 years, well, performing for over 10 years, singing for longer than that. And I was recently signed to Bookshot Records there in Louisiana. So I'm on my musical journey, my country music journey with over in the States soon. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, and I'm actually from Louisiana.
Oh, amazing.
So tell the listeners how you got into singing.
So I've always sung since I was really little. I've always enjoyed doing it. But then when I was growing up, I really wanted to do that as a career. I wanted to go to performing arts school, and my brother did that, and I loved the idea of it. Um, but my family, it was basically a hard no. They didn't see singing as a proper job, if you will. So they kind of said that I needed to go into journalism. So I thought, well, maybe it's just always going to be a bit of a hobby. And that's what I did. I pursued media and I studied media and went to university and things. And I just, that longing never left. I always wanted to carry on singing. So I would just do like open mics or karaoke competitions, things like that when I could. And then I sang for a bit, and then I was performing in the UK, quite locally to where I'm from. But I was singing like pop music and things, and it just wasn't really me. It wasn't really what I wanted to do, and so I took a break from it, and I became a mum. And then I said to myself, like this, literally this time last year, I said, right, well, I'm going to do something with it now, and I started a TikTok account, which was really strange to begin with because I've never been brilliant with social media. um, so I started a TikTok account, and I was discovered online by this record label in Louisiana. So it's kind of just snowballed from there, really.
Well, that's actually pretty cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an amazing opportunity.
Tell us about some of your biggest influences, who influences you to do what you do.
Um, I mean, at the moment, it's my daughter, to be honest. Um, she inspires me to work hard and show her that, you don't have to always go down the kind of traditional routes of family expectations and what you and kind of being pushed into something that you don't really want to do. She I kind of want to show her that you can achieve what you want to achieve by hard work and not giving up. So yeah, I mean, musically, I've loads and loads of influences from country to soul and even gospel. I love all genres of music. I think if I had to pick a favorite country artist at the moment, which is really hard, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Ashley McBryde. I absolutely love her, and I do say her a lot, but I do have a lot of favorites. She is my queen of country to me.
Yeah, I like Ashley McBryde too.
Yeah, she's awesome. It's the songwriting. I love the way she writes. She's amazing.
So tell us about, your current projects out. Tell us what inspired them and tell us all about them.
Yeah, so my current single is called Little Girl's Heart, and that I wasn't actually I didn't actually think that would be my debut single when I went into writing it. Um, we were I wrote it with a co-writer called Nick Sagar. He actually produced it as well, and he uh, he kind of just asked me, when we went into the session, what do you want to write about? And we were just talking about kind of life experiences and stuff, and then the story for this just kind of came out quite organically, really. And it's about my experience of a father figure growing up. So it's a true story. Um, and it kind of takes the traditional idea of a father in country music, or how they're perceived in country music, as being a great role model, and daddy's boots are hard to fill, and daddy will walk you down the aisle and things like that, and kind of turns it on its head. Um, because that certainly wasn't my experience of growing up uh, with my father. He left when I was 6, so that's basically the story of what the song is. It's just quite a sad song, but I felt it was important to kind of get that out there and get a really kind of truthful um, account for my debut single.
Absolutely. You think you could sing a little bit of it for the listeners for us?
Oh gosh, which bit do you want? Do you want the chorus or do you want a bit of the verse?
It's up to you, whichever one you want to share.
I'll sing a little bit of the line. I think, and it goes. So it's a if you listen to it, you'll get what it's about. But the last bit of it, which is the most important part of the song, goes, one thing daddies ain't supposed to do. They ain't supposed to break a little girl's heart. There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And you're on all those streaming platforms as B Smith.
Yes, yes. So I'm on the socials as well. So I'm not brilliant on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my favorite. I use Facebook more. I'm on there as B Smith Music Official. But yeah, I'm on Spotify and Apple Music, YouTube Music. I think Deezer as well. All the major ones it's all on there.
Okay. Well, tell us about any upcoming projects that you're working on that listeners need to be aware of.
Yeah, so I'm working at the minute. I'm working on a new single. I'm not sure when it's coming out yet. So we've not confirmed a date yet, but it's come. All I will say at the moment is it's completely different to the first one. It's definitely not a sad song. It's more of a kind of a girly anthem. Um, so I'm really excited about that one coming out as well. And I've got a tour in America coming up in July. So I fly out. I think my first show is on the 4th of July, and I'm playing in Louisiana and Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Um, and there's a few other places I think we're going to head up. I think we're going to go to Texas, go to Tennessee, um, maybe Arkansas. I'm not sure yet. But all the details when that's all been confirmed will be on my website, and that's bsmithmusic.com.
All right. That was my next question. BSmithMusic.com. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Sounds like she'll be touring around the South.
I will, yes. I can't. I'm so excited. I've never even visited there before either. So I'm so, so excited to come and meet everybody that I've already spoken to. And I know there's a few tour stops which will be around places where I have interviewed already as well, which will be amazing to meet people, and meet, some of my followers from over there as well that, have been following me for a while now. So I'm so, so excited.
Absolutely. Close us out with some final thoughts. Maybe if there was something I forgot to talk about that you would like to touch on, or any final thoughts you have for the listeners.
I think, I think at this point in my journey, it's very, very early on. Um, I think one thing that I have learned about all this is just not to give up, because I'm feeling very, very grateful for any kind of new follower, or, anyone who downloads and listens to my song. I'm just so grateful for it, because I'm a big believer in thinking that everything happens for a reason, and there's there is a higher purpose out there. And had I not have given this a go again last January, I wouldn't be sat here speaking to people like yourself. So I just think don't give up on whatever, however that translates to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, never give up. Go to bsmithmusic.com to check out everything B is up to and her tour dates and her music and everything. Follow, rate, review, share this episode to all of your country music friends and family. Get on your favorite podcast app, check out the show, follow us, leave us a review. If you have any guest or suggestion topics, Curtis Jackson 1978 at att.net is the place to send them. Thank you for listening and supporting the show. Couldn't do it without you. B, thank you for all that you do, and thank you for joining me.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
For more information on the Living the Dream podcast, visit www.djcurveball.com. Until next time, stay focused on living the dream.